Good evening, everyone. Joining you tonight is
Oliver Pridmore
and Max Truman
and Will Flynn.
The three current Seacourt boys.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Including the immigrant.
From down under Australia, Hobart. Today we have Camden Riviere against Nino Merola. This is round two? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Round two. Winner of this goes into the quarterfinals up against... Do we know who's final round two of the... Up against Steve? Same draw?
It was
Same
whoever you were going to play. Go through to play. No, it's not.
No,
ignore
that. No, ignore that.
The winner of it. That'll be a quarter final. That'll be.
I think it is.
Just been handed a.
He will be going
booklet.
through to play.
Yeah,
Steve.
Steve Agona.
Andrew Lyons is marking for his third time today.
He is a small man. From this angle, anyway. We're right at the top viewing gallery at the Queen's Club.
And it feels like it's about -5 degrees.
Yeah, it's definitely getting colder.
I've got the hoodie on, hands in pockets. Looking forward to this match. Should be a good one.
Quick one.
Some interesting career highlights from Camden Riviere.
When was the last L?
1-1-1-1-1.
Wowza.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Queen's Club for the final match of the day.
When was the last time
Introducing the
Cam
players
lost?
at Sarasin, please welcome professional from
Excluding World
We have
Championship.
Nino Merola.
2012, I've been informed. The last open
Receiving in, we
singles
have
match
professional
Cam
from the
lost.
Boston
11 years ago.
Tennis
It's pretty
and Racket
impressive.
Club,
11
current singles world champion and seeded number 1,
don't
Camden
know.
Riviere.
Maybe not. Look at the way
Match is best of 5, 6 game sets. Nino to serve.
Yeah,
Cam
Camden
started
is,
in full tracksuits.
yeah, rocking the wayward racket with the black timbre string.
Looks pretty neat.
It's very good against his full
That's
white.
a good start.
Good start from Cam.
Wow. Charity game.
Worse than 4, 30 love.
Me and Will Flynn not making the same error as Bertie and Shanks the other night of not having any food.
Yeah, we have
Stocked up.
Queen's Club's chips, recommend them.
Pretty good start for
40 love
Nino,
receiver
I'd say.
Chase worse than 4.
yeah.
Western 4. Nino certainly capable to beat that.
Got a few more tame coloured shoes
15,
in this
40.
match.
That was a...
Cam rocking some new K-Swiss.
I think we should comment on the high serve from that first point.
It was
that was a very good one for the chase.
Best high serve of the day so far.
That's another pretty good one.
That is...
Two in a row.
I might as well not have commented. I mean, I think we'll be seeing quite a few of those
Looks like
tonight.
it. Looks like it. As we were having this conversation with Cam earlier today, we want to know what your favourite brand of court shoes is to wear when you play tennis. Ollie, what is yours?
That's a good question. If they fit me, then they'll probably be okay. But on court, I tend to slip a bit, so it's something with a bit of grip. Don't mind an Asics though. An Asics is a solid one. I've currently got a Salming as well, but not the biggest fan of the grip that I've got. They're a little bit slippery at the moment. Current Asics. So.
Okay. Max?
Your current Asics are probably slippery because they're like 5 years old.
No, they're still grippier than my new Salming though.
Are they the ones that have gone in the bin and come out of the bin?
No, those ones.
No, they were Drews.
Those are. I didn't realise they were court shoes. So yeah, we won't mention that. It's a low point.
Yeah, I'd go K-Swiss all day. You know, I've tried Salming, tried Nike, tried Asics. I think K-Swiss are definitely the best for me.
This is a good first game. Both players making a couple of errors, which is expected for the beginning of a match.
Just to let everyone know, Cam did arrive in the UK today.
I was about to mention that. Potentially a little bit of jet lag.
Potentially.
However, we'll see how long it takes for him to get used to it.
Well, we'll see if he actually ends up taking his trackies off as well.
Yeah. It's not exactly warm on court, however.
It isn't, no.
It's a decent high serve.
So I've just had a comment on the live chat from my dad. Ollie Pridmore, when you say Drew is a small man, were you standing on a box when you last compared your height with his? What do you make of that?
I'm also a small man. However, am I taller than Drew?
I think you are.
I think I might just be.
Very slightly.
Very slightly.
Probably only because you got hair.
Probably.
To be fair, Drew's reflection, the reflection off his head may make him look a little bit taller.
Yeah.
That's it.
Makes him stand out at least.
I mean, at least he hasn't put any tanning moisturiser on his head this time. Unlike Oratory for the World Eliminator when he came out the toilet looking like he'd just come back from Barbados.
I've also had a comment from Lewis Gordon saying, I thought Ollie only wore shoes from the bins.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, is that true?
Well, I mean, not opposed to it. You know, it depends on the condition. And if they're sitting on top, we'll move on.
If you've got any questions about this current game, about how the British Open has gone so far, any previous matches, or any questions that you have for us in general, feel free to drop a comment in the live chat. Nino with a relatively strong start, I'd say. Going 2 games to love up.
is certainly not unheard of for the underdog to grab a few games to start the match. While I guess in this case the number 1 seed finds his feet. But can he keep it up? I hope so. Be looking for a nice strong match.
If you've just missed the match previous to this one, Bertie Valet took on Steve Agona. Score there was 6-2, 6-love, 6-1, I believe.
2-1 love, yeah. 2-1
Sorry,
love.
2-1 love.
Yeah.
Bertie's now made it to a single-figure handicap.
After quite a good match against John Woods Casey. Being the underdog on the books,
15,
going
14.
up 3 sets to 1.
Yeah.
Well done, Bertie. And
I think it's Bertie's second British Open actually, and he's made it to
round 2,
which is pretty good going.
I was defeated, comfortably defeated earlier today, by John Lumley, number 2 seed. Scoreline 6-2, 6-love, 6-2. Can't claim it was very close. However, had quite an enjoyable experience on court.
Yes, tell me about it. What did you think?
Just different levels. Just different levels, my friend. Yep, that was. My serving wasn't tight enough. Osmo return to serve, more accurate. You know, it was quite impressive to be a part of, really.
Sure.
Cam's got a little lack of footwork, I'd say, in this opening set. A little bit on the back foot on a couple of these volleys, which he's simply dumped them in the net. A few more split steps, a bit more energy, a bit more action.
30-15.
We'll yet to see that.
So both of you two boys playing in the dubs tomorrow. How are you both feeling? Playing against Lou Williams and Levi Gale.
Feeling very good. We're the underdogs, so at the end of the day, nothing to lose. But it's a big match for us. We've been, Will and I've teamed up quite a few times in the past. We've been training together at Sea Court, talking strategy quite often. Good combination. He's if you've seen him on court, then you'd know him as a hard hitter.
40-15.
And standing next to me, he's certainly a big man. So
Thank you.
and I'm a bit of a runner, so we've kind of got both ends covered. He forces from the receiving end, and I just run at the service end. So
You do play pretty well together.
yeah,
As myself and Henry Hammond found out in DC.
yes, very close match over there. Narrowly coming out on top, Wolflin and myself. 2 games all.
Cam sticking with this high serve.
Last gallery, 15 love.
I think if I had the success rate that Cam does with his high serve, I don't think I'd stop serving it either.
No. That black racket does look really good.
It looks so nice, especially with that black grip.
Black grip, black strings.
Wow.
Oh, here comes a jumper.
And a wayward shirt.
Wayward shirt.
Very impressive stuff. Must say,
15 love receiver.
Cam
Last
certainly
gallery.
he's got a memory for this court, I'd say. He's with his high serve. We're essentially near the lights where we're commentating from, and every high serve is almost reaching reaching
gallery.
the lights. However, he just finds it perfectly. So,
30-15.
especially without a practice course, I believe.
Yeah. Cam not having much fun with that cut volley at the moment. Kind of 40-15 up from that grill.
It's a very good grill. Didn't look like anything else. Just a good shot.
30-40.
Cam just rolling it off that main wall into the dead on.
Watch out, Drew. The reflexes of a cat. An old
Game
cat.
serve up. 3 games to 2.
Nino takes the 5th game. What's the 5th game usually called? Feisty 5th?
You're on your own there, mate.
Am I?
Yeah. That's.
I thought it was quite a well-known thing that the games are called.
No, first I've heard of it.
Is it?
From down under, we
Maybe
probably
just
just
me
don't
then.
have that.
We'll go with Feisty Fifth.
Feisty.
Feisty
Fifth.
5th. Alright, you two boys got to come up with the next ones then. So we're now in the 6th game.
6.
Has to be, obviously has to begin with an S.
Oh, naturally. I'm going to hand that one over to Will.
The sweaty 6th.
Sweaty 6.
Sweaty 6th.
I'd argue that one should be saved for the 7th. Because,
Well, you got 2 S's to pick from.
yeah, I'll save that for
Oh,
the
we'll
7th.
save it for the 7th then.
30-15.
Cam really struggling with this cut volley at the moment.
Superficial 6th. No, I don't know.
Pick a word.
Simple. Simple
Simple
6th.
6th.
Which is ironic, because it's never simple. It's never simple. Big difference between 3-0 and 4-2, that's for
It's a
sure.
big game. It's a big game.
I think we'll struggle in the 8th.
Nah, we'll find a way. Max is just searching up words beginning with E.
The elegant 8th.
Elegant 8th. I'm sure there actually is words for it.
30-15. Receiver. Chase 2.
Chase 2. Such a
Not a
good
great high
serve.
serve.
It's just
Chase 30 all.
so impressive to watch.
The consistency is quite something. Sorry.
Commentator's curse, I'm afraid, on that one. A long bobble.
On the chase. 40-30.
Also, was not the finest serve I've seen. Cam.
Nino on game point
do.
to go 4-2 up.
Pretty big.
Just got to get that ball back.
I've got a question for you lads. Do we know, obviously Cam has fairly recently won the 2023 World Championship.
Receiver.
Has he been training after that? Has he taken a little bit of time off? What's,
I
do you guys know?
believe I think he took a bit of time off, and then I heard him talking earlier saying that he wasn't planning on coming to the British Open this year. He was
Interesting.
planning on just having some time off, but he did in fact end up sitting and filling out the entry form, and then went to find his rackets, and I quote that he said, "I don't actually know where my rackets were." He didn't know where they were, so we went and found them, and I think booked a couple of practicing with Leon at Boston, but apart from that, I think that's about it.
Sounds like you could write his autobiography, mate. That's yeah. Seem to know it all. That's good. Interesting stuff.
I mean, he probably trained for a good 2 or 3 months leading up to that World Championship.
But it was also 2 months ago.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
he could probably still use that training that he did then
Yeah.
for this. I mean,
Absolutely.
you don't lose it that quickly.
No. And unlike us, Cam's been playing for quite a bit longer than us, that's
Yeah.
for sure. I've only been playing for 6 years myself.
What's the yard, 15 up?
How about you, Wilflin and Max?
Started when I was 7 years old, but properly competing probably at the age of, well, if we count under 12s, then I guess 10 years old.
You're probably still taller than I was then.
I was, for
Yep.
sure.
And Max?
Yeah, you could probably still hit it harder than you at that point as well. I know I started competing properly in 2017, so
Same as me.
6 years probably
Yep.
of like sort of playing properly. Cam's just going to absolutely nail that forehand half volley.
It's just not seeing the middle of the strings this first set.
No,
But
I can't actually. I don't know when the last time Cam lost a set was.
World Championship?
Well,
If you
in a,
exclude World
if you
Champs.
exclude World
Yeah.
Championship,
I mean, he must have lost a few to Rob.
certainly not in those
Rob
last
the Opens.
5 matches or 4 matches that we
West
saw.
of the yard.
Lumley might have taken a couple at some point. Past couple of
Possibly.
years at least. He's probably lost, I imagine, at most 3.
On the chase. Game receiver.
Wow.
5 games for
Huge
2.
for Nino.
Wow. Nino's on track to take a set off the world champion.
Not
It
many
is-
can.
Not many
say that.
can. I mean, Nino's not doing much wrong at the moment.
No.
He's made a few errors, but Cam has made a lot more. He's hit a handful of cut volley returns into the bottom of the net,
Yep.
which is very unlikely.
But Nino's also not doing too badly from the receiving end,
No, he's
excluding all
not.
those last 2 points,
He's
of
not.
course.
Yeah, I think that may have been a bit of commentator's curse there.
Yeah. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of that tonight during this match.
15, 30.
I think Cam definitely struggling at the moment with possibly some jet lag. And also possibly not have played on this court for a while. It's probably his first time back here for a year since the last British Open.
I think it might be,
I think it took us a good couple of days to recover when we went over, so
Right, from jet lag, yeah.
2-3 days.
Definitely takes a while. Just Cam just not finding those targets at the moment.
no.
Nino staying in the rally.
Yeah, just keeping it back in, putting it into a corner, asking that question again.
40, 15.
There's another
Yeah, that's another one.
case of commentator's curse.
Yeah, that's number 3 of the match.
Of the game.
Of the game.
I think if Nino wants to win this set, he should definitely be down this end,
Yep,
down
absolutely.
the service end, throwing a couple of his
Cam's return.
strange serves that he does.
Cam's return is not working,
Not working
for
too well
himself.
at the moment.
40,
and
15,
Nino just needs to.
Better than the second gallery.
He has quite a few odd serves. You are right. Let's see what he does.
That's, Chris Ronaldson teaching him some of his old classics.
It's the right place to be for it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Probably the best server of all time, Chris Ronaldson, with his variation.
I have heard that. Yeah.
Game to the receiver. 3 games to 5.
Cam clawing one back. Can Nino finish it off?
I've lost from this position, that's for sure. 5-3 up.
I think everyone has at some point.
Yeah.
It's good pace from Cam.
But we've also all won from this position as well. So Cam's certainly in the set. Another error.
Nino's starting to make some mistakes now.
Yeah. Cam just looking a little stiff at the moment.
He's taking the jumper off, but the
Track he's staying on, obviously showing that he's possibly not fully warm.
yeah, these yeah.
That's a ridiculous shot from there.
Cam is still
You'd
looking.
never see that coming.
He is very strong, even after a little bit of time off. He is looking quite strong.
Nino's
as well.
ninth. Henry Hemman has got a name for the ninth game.
Nino's ninth.
Nino's ninth. I like it.
And James Walton says, is Cam's t-shirt logo legal?
It's illegal. I mean, it's a bear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like well, it's a black bear on there. I don't know whether it's supposed to be a black bear or a brown bear, but or a polar
I'd
bear.
presume it's supposed to be it's a black logo, so they probably just black bear. You know, they wouldn't put a polar bear on there, would they? It's
You never know.
well, you wouldn't see it, would you?
30 love server.
You wouldn't if it was a white shirt, no. I assume through the beams here's out.
Yes.
Out of court.
Primo, have you seen the walkway across the middle of the
Yeah,
up here?
Would you fancy
Would
that?
you fancy walking across?
I've done far more dangerous things in my past.
I don't even think I want to ask what.
Game server. 4 games to 5.
There's a tree in the west coast of Australia. Is it called the Gloucester tree?
Well, I'm sure there's many trees. But I'm
It's a
guessing
very
you're
big-
talking about a famous one.
It's not that famous. You probably haven't heard of it. Essentially, it's just like metal rods being stuck into it all the way up, and then you climb it.
50 love.
That was
And
Crazy.
well. Then you get to the top. That's a good view.
and
to
you
be
have to
fair.
get back down.
It's not like it's not like there's a ladder or anything down. It's just like you got to go back down the way you came. I think
Most impressive part about that is you managed to pronounce Gloucester correctly.
Yeah.
What did you?
you did.
What did you say on the tube the other day?
Yeah, you did teach me
30 love.
Gloucester. Yeah,
Gloucester Road.
Gloucester.
Yeah.
I don't know what I said.
A tube station on the way to Barons Court. I still think one of the funniest ones was Shanks calling Hazelmere Haslemere. Haslemere.
What's Nino going to do here?
It's good heat.
Interesting stuff. He knows that.
Oh, we've got a few more. Do you want to pronounce that name? Ezekiel Silverstein, logo of the Wayward Racket Club, new manufacturer out of Philly.
Petworth House. Some good players have taken a set off Camden in the British Open second round.
Good one for Schenkers, that one. Hopefully Shanks is on the live chat so he can answer that. And Josie Turn. I think James is talking about the size of the bear. A tad large for applying World Championship rules.
I didn't even know that
Not
was a
sure
rule.
about T&RA.
Black bears are typically known as the smallest of the bear species, or out of the black, the brown, and the polar bear. They are.
5 games all.
We've
First
brought
set.
out the 5-all.
They're actually omnivores.
You know what they say?
Fun little fact there.
Right, we're into the 11th
Win.
game. Can Nino pull it out off the back? Oh wow!
That's a great shot.
Good pace. Goes 15 love up at 5-all.
First
Stellar
dead on
name
for
pronunciation.
Nino.
Ezekiel. I'm assuming that's right.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, Nino.
It's one of the issues for the receivers' end. If they make one dead on or one really impressive shot, they feel the need to go for it
Again.
again and again. We've all done it.
Just clip the net tape. It's a good volley.
It's a great read.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
30-15.
Nino slaps that volley back down the line past
Never a doubt.
Cam into the
Never
dead
a
on.
doubt.
Oh, 40-15 set point. Can he take the set?
Nino's
Can
fighting
finish
hard.
it off.
This is a big point.
It's up. Oh, it's up as well. Oh, that's a good finish.
Great rally. That's 1 set point defended.
One set.
Can he do another?
Just hit a dead on. Easy as that. Just hit a dead on.
It's easier said than done, however.
Especially when he's serving that high served.
Oh,
he's done it.
He's done it. Unreal stuff
Nino
from Nino
Merola
Merola.
takes a set off the world champion. Don't think many people can say that.
Have we got any viewers from Radley?
Henry Hemman.
Henry Hinman?
Of course.
Those watching from Radley should be very proud
Sawyer.
of your
Who is
professional here.
Sawyer? It says go Cam.
Hey,
Is that Mark?
who?
Am I right in thinking Mark Sawyer? Is that right?
I'm not sure.
Name rings a bell.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Henry Hemman says my goat with a love heart.
Wow.
Henry and Nino are also teaming up in the doubles.
They are tomorrow taking on
Must
John
be
Wicks
the
Casey and
new
Adam Blair.
bromance in real tennis. Henman and Merola.
It's quite a combo, I'd say. Nino quite solid at the service end at the back.
Henry, a
And-
great volleyer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Up at the gallery.
So me and Shanks were talking about real tennis bromances the other day in the car on the way back from Manchester. How many can you name? Real tennis bromances.
I don't think I'd be able to name any. My tennis
Really?
knowledge is surprisingly lacking.
Real tennis performances. Shanks and Daz.
Yeah.
We've got some stats to save us from that question.
Poor effort from you boys.
Hold on, I've got some more.
Worse than 3.
I go as far to say Camden and Noah Moats.
Yeah. Nino and Lou Williams.
Nino and Lou Williams. It's true.
I mean, you could argue Shanks and Lou Williams as well. Lou Williams and
more,
Levi.
They're more of a Badger duo, I'd say.
Badger duo.
Badger duo.
Game server.
don't
Henry
think it's-
Hemman and Bertie Vallet, maybe?
Hey.
Henry Hemman and Bertie Vallet.
Yeah.
Potentially.
The young guns.
Two youngest entrants in the British Open and the qualifying. A bright future for real tennis, that's for sure.
Max, you want to carry on?
With what?
Who have we missed?
I think a slightly unknown one, possibly Rod, Lewis Gordon and Ben Taylor Matthews,
Ah, of course.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I think you are right there. Cam and Lummers.
Cam and Lammers. Nick and Rob.
Mm.
I mean, it sounds like we're just naming doubles.
Yeah, I was
partners now,
better.
but
I was better to say that.
Right, let's go back to the live chat.
A lot of people supporting Nino and winning that set.
We love an upset, that's for sure. And a great grill from Nino.
Everyone loves an upset.
The question is, can Nino do it again? If you lads were in Nino's position, what would you be trying to do you reckon?
Christ.
Not gonna lie, I think I wouldn't change anything right now.
I'd keep that pressure on, that's for sure.
Yeah, just keep the pressure on.
I wouldn't be opposed to a couple long rallies, because there is nothing. There's a long rally which you don't come out on top on is feels almost pointless.
Yeah.
For the the loser at that point. It's like a lot of hard work, a lot of shots for nothing.
Cam visibly pretty angry with himself, making a lot of unforced errors, which is very unusual.
You can see the self-control here from Cam. It's good to see.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty inevitable that Cam will get better.
Absolutely.
I think it seems as though he's definitely struggling at the moment.
Just not seeing the ball.
Server leads
way
40-30.
No, he doesn't seem as crisp and as on it as usual.
No. Still sticking with the high serve though. He must be liking the outcome. Commentator's curse once again. There's a fault.
Right.
Server.
Ben Yorson.
1 game all, second set.
Spicing it up a little bit. Can we get a list of biggest enemies now?
Of what?
I guess real tennis enemies.
What?
Between players.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't think there's...
What's going on with Steve and Tim? Is there a bit of animosity there?
I don't know, to be honest.
No.
I don't think anyone actually dislikes anyone that much.
That's a good question though.
It is a good question.
Good question.
What do you think, Ben Yorson? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
He is a runner.
I wouldn't say that I
He is a runner.
am like that with anyone, to be honest.
He gets a lot back on court.
Who?
Benedict Yorson.
He does. He's a grafter.
He does hit quite a few grills
Played
as well.
pretty well against Shanks yesterday. Yesterday morning.
It was yesterday.
An
Yeah.
interesting
Six
start to the
2
game.
6 3
yeah.
no 6 2 6 5 6
Especially
3
after the interesting start of starting on the
West Court.
West Court and then coming onto the
East Court after
main
an hour break.
championship court after an hour break. It would have been tough.
Especially against number 11 in the world, Rob Schenkman. Getting 10 games to Rob's 18. It's well done.
30-15, chase the door.
Nino's read where Cam's going with a good serve. However, just not being able to get that volley over into the spot he wants.
So, Primo, a question I asked earlier: what's your favourite court away from your home court?
Well, no, I'm gonna claim 2 home courts here.
Alright.
The first being Hobart, naturally. It's where I first started playing. And Sea Court, I'm going to eliminate that one simply because I've been there 6 months of the year.
Yeah.
And it's similar to Hobart in terms of it's not bouncy.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick 30 seconds to properly think about this one though. Let's see.
Doesn't have to just be UK. Can be America. Can be Australia.
Fine. Yep.
France.
Thank you for the reminder. Actually, I've got an answer already.
I know what you're going to say.
Tuxedo.
Yeah. Same as me.
It's just such a nice court. Lovely court.
You
You
had
can use a
few-
graphite racket there, which I'm a fan of.
We'll go on to that soon. as
Yeah,
well.
that's also another conversation we had earlier.
My match history there is nothing short of delightful.
What happened there then?
We don't.
I think both of you, but I think both of you know what happened there.
But what
Just-
happened at Seacourt last week?
Twice.
On the books, apparently nothing happened at Seacourt.
It's a good job that happened. Wasn't it? Good job it wasn't on the books.
Yeah. Some good preparation, that's for sure.
It's lucky your cat won now.
Very lucky. Speaking of handicaps, Max.
Service advantage. Better than 6.
12.5 going strong. Slowly going back down
Yeah,
after going
No,
way
you're-
back up.
you are quite a bit better than that, I'd say. But just got to get the wins on the books to show it.
Might have to start entering some handicap tournaments.
Or just entering some tournaments. You played in the T&RA Tour, that's right.
I did.
When was the one before that? Was that last one before that DC?
Hey,
Last one before T&RA. What was
well, the last tournament before
Yeah.
Tour. Tux.
Tux?
Yeah. So end of July.
Mm.
So I had quite a
Yeah,
good month or 2 off tournaments. Mainly there was none to play.
that's fair enough
I
then.
mean, it was end of season, wasn't
That is fair
it?
enough.
Got a couple coming up. Obviously there's another T&RA Tour at Petworth in the weekend 7th, 8th, 9th of December, I want to say.
Correct,
And then
yes.
obviously all the clubs have Paul Roger and Field Trophy matches first weekend of December.
On the 2nd,
On the
yes.
2nd.
And then all three of our commentators here will be playing at Middlesex
Yeah.
in the under 21s, 24s.
Just going to interrupt you there. A very interesting stat. The last time Camden Riviere lost a set to worse than a scratch handicap was against David Harms in British Open second round 2007.
Wow.
We have a bit of history here.
Nino's making history.
That's a
Makes me feel a bit better about losing to them in the qualies now then.
That's a 16-year bit of history broken. Are we sure to let Nino know what's the score right now?
And the game.
Still at 1-1.
2 games to 1.
2-1
Second
now.
set.
2-1
2-1.
to the world champ.
Match is not done yet. Certainly not.
As we all know, best of 5 is a marathon and not a sprint.
Absolutely. Doesn't matter if you hit 20 main more dead-ons in a row. If you can't run and last for the rest
I
of the
mean,
match.
it'd be pretty impressive if you could.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good stat to have, isn't
Let's
it?
go.
But you've got to be able to back it up with some good serving as well.
There's another question. What's the most amount of grills you've hit in a row, just in sort of solo practice? Have you ever counted how many you've hit in a row?
I have. However, I think there was one occasion where I didn't bother counting and I just couldn't seem to miss the grill in a
Right.
practice basket. I would have said I think it would be about 8.
Yeah.
However, the
I'd
one
agree with you.
the
I'm
one
probably
the one I
just under 10.
the one I counted quite a while ago was, I think it was 6.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident I've beaten that without realising or without counting.
Yeah. I mean, some days you go out and solo practice and you just can't miss.
You hit about 60, 65% of them in the grill and you're like,
Yeah. Why can't I do this every day?
You consider going pro just from that moment. Then you serve some railroads.
Give me my pro card.
You serve some railroads and get 2 on the penthouse, and then you have some realizations.
Yeah.
Stay humble out there.
Last gallery.
Yeah, I think that's how Cam's feeling at the moment. Just hitting a lot of penthouses, missing that winning gallery.
Yeah.
Very unusual. But I would say, I mean, Nino's definitely playing well.
Without a doubt.
But I would say Cam does have a pretty strong excuse at the moment. Oh wow, that's just ridiculous.
Another thing which is quite interesting, Nino had a very late match last night.
He did.
His recovery from it. We haven't seen him play. Well, we haven't seen him for the entirety of the match. However, he started out quite strong after less than 24 hours to recover from a 5-set match.
He must. I think they finished at midnight last night, so he probably didn't get home
till 2:30, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock-ish, I reckon.
Yeah.
After a shower and
a long drive back to
Oxford.
Near Oxford, Radley sort
Which is
of
probably
area.
a good hour and 15 away from here.
On a brighter note, there wouldn't be much traffic at that time, but
No. Oh well, it's a brave leaf. I think we may have this replay of the. I don't know what we've got here. There's a grill.
Mark Edel has just left a comment saying most players who played in the T&RA Tour a few weeks ago have had a good British Open tournament. Just shows up and coming players will benefit so much from the T&RA Tour.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. We're all very grateful to Zach for organising that event, as it gives us something else to focus on.
Yeah.
I wish I had been a part of it. However, I was not around. But I'm certainly looking forward to my, from my experience of it this December. That's for sure.
T&RA Tour debut.
Some would say yes.
You should be going into that about second seed.
Depends on the entrance, I suppose, but
just behind Levi, I think you will be.
Oh yeah, Levi's had some incredible matches recently.
I mean, yesterday. It's just ridiculous.
Going down 4-6, 4-6, 6-4, 6-5, 4-6.
Yeah.
So incredible stuff. Showing everyone why he is the head professional at Preston Hall. He knows his stuff, without a doubt.
Yeah. Better bring the fire extinguishers next time.
What a quote. Oliver Pridmore, 2023.
For the viewers that weren't watching, do you want to just repeat what you said?
No, we'll let him find it.
Yeah, I think it's best to keep that one quiet. So was it winner of this match goes into play Stevie V
Steve Vergona,
in the
yes.
quarterfinal on Thursday to then go into the winner of Nicky Howe and Robert Shinkman.
Who do you see winning that match between Nick and Rob? Nicky being.
I think it could be quite tight.
Nicky managed to push over the line against Darren Long.
Yeah.
In a 5-set match. I think the match prior to this one, and Rob being able to cause a little bit of an upset, not a huge one, a little bit of an upset against Leon Smart.
Yeah.
In 4 sets.
Yeah.
First match of the day, so could be interesting.
It could be very interesting. I don't think Nicky played his best today. I think if that's fair to say.
That's fair to say.
He dropped a couple of sets to Darren, which was probably pretty unexpected. I guess it must be due to just sort of first match back at Queen's in a year.
Yes.
Takes a bit of time. Obviously, Daz had a warm-up match
Yep.
against Mark Hobbs the other night. get used to the court. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the Nick and Rob play. I think that'll be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it'll be pretty good. They've played twice before, I think, and the scorelines have been identical, I believe.
Have they?
6-5, 6-2, 6-love was their last
I think.
fight in Paris. In the first round, which I don't think Rob was too happy to see. He'd been drawn Nicky in
That's
the
a
first
pretty
round.
tough draw.
I don't think he'd be too fussed about it in the quarters, but first round draw against a tough match like that, it's
Yeah, that's tough.
it's not what you're looking for as a non-seeded player. Great pickup from Camden Riviere. Wow, that is a brilliant shot.
So what do you boys think? A lot of the seeds have been sort of slow start in this Open.
They have been pressured this
They've
this
definitely
British
been.
Open.
I think it's definitely been a very juicy draw.
Especially the first and mainly the first match, first round and the
First round
qualifying
matches
matches
are very,
in the doubles is very juicy.
yeah. But you've seen a couple of the seeds struggle in the first or second round.
2 games to 4.
Obviously Ben being taken to 5 against Levi, and Nicky being taken to 5 against Darren,
And Leon being a seed.
and then Leon being a seed and being knocked out by Shanks.
Yep.
I think, is it fair to say that some players are slowly starting to close the gap between...
I could agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, the world rankings are going to start moving around a bit soon. With
We're going to see some shuffling, that's for
obviously
sure.
with Rob retiring last year, and Chappers retiring this week. That's two spots up for grabs.
We're going to see some shuffling of the deck, that's for sure. Be interesting for us upcoming players to, I guess, try and grab at
So you can
almost
break
grab at,
into the
grab
top
at a spot.
25.
Yeah.
40 love.
So it looks like Cam's fairly comfortably winning this set. 40 love at 4-2. Most likely about to go 5-2 up, but Nino hitting the gallery.
That's the right shot. We all love a bit of smart tennis, that's for sure. Cam has served 20 points more than Nino, which is about the equivalent of five games. Nino just needs to hold this
There
service
we
end.
go. Darren leading in the dead-ons percentage. I think that's pretty expected after the amount he hit in the last game.
Yep.
He was rolling a lot of main balls.
Grills percentage.
I think Shanks is topping Daz by 1 at the moment.
I
Yes, he is.
I'd agree.
29 to 30. 30 to 29.
It's been a good match this so far. A few good rallies. A lot of people may have been a bit very unexpected. Oh, and Cam's lost it.
15-14.
Nino is retrieving well.
He is retrieving.
He's not
well.
giving up on any ball.
He is getting a lot back, and that's why we love the game.
Game. 5 games to 2.
Cam. I think Cam seems to have a bit of a different technique to a lot of the top pros. He hits a lot of flat balls and rolls a lot of balls.
I think he gets away with it a lot more almost because he's left-handed. That his game style is so, like that ball, we can't hit that because
No.
we're right-handed. We don't turn on the ball. It's not a surprise. But for Cam, it's a Tuesday afternoon. It's just his style, and it works because he's world champion.
Definitely say Cam isn't moving like he usually does.
Yeah.
Yeah, those lefties definitely love to turn on that ball and hit rollers down the line and cross court.
It's just why serving to a left-hander is so important, because you'd much rather face their backhand volley.
Yeah,
than
you
would for them to
got
turn on a
to
ball.
keep your serve tight to that sidewall.
A wide railroad
More than the
It's
yard
just-
worse than last gallery.
asking to be slaughtered.
Well, as you saw in the last game, Steve just hitting a lot of main wall dead-ons just from Bertie serving fairly loose railroads, which allows them to turn and just hit that inside out forehand force.
I also felt punished whenever I served a loose railroad. Any particularly loose one, camp punts winning gallery. Any particularly loose one, I just couldn't even cover the main wall dead on. It was just straight in there. Andrew Lyons, everyone. It was a fault, so that's fair enough.
Like there, just Cam hitting roller sort of into. But he hits it such a good length that he gets away with it, I think.
Yeah.
30-15.
Nino, well, Cam was leading dead-ons in 4-1 at one point in this match. Nino has found a bit more of his groove in change of tact as Cam's taking, I guess, the lead of the second set. He's got to change up what he's doing. Seemingly going for more dead-ons, putting a bit more pressure on. However, as we know, Cam is a very fast man. He just gets a lot back. Tough dead-ons included. Incredible ball. Backhand, slightly inside out, finding the nick. Job done.
Cam brings up the set point.
First set point to Camden Riviere.
It's Hazard 1-2 rather than just 1-2. Drew doing his job well.
He does look a little bit like a penguin, doesn't he?
I mean, it's safe to say he definitely waddles around. His knees are so finished.
Yes.
Oh, Nino.
Second set, 6 games.
Second set, Camden Riviere. One settle. I better be careful of what I say about Drew. I mean, he is driving me home after all.
He is.
Another racket error. Nino would definitely want to be crack this first game.
Fairfield.
It's not the ball that Nino wants to hit there. Well, I mean, he wants to hit a grill, but he doesn't want to hit it up, I guess. It just sets Cam up for that chase.
So Primor, question. Who do you think wins out of Rob in his prime
Hazard, the
or
line.
Cam in his prime? Because obviously we've seen a lot of World Championships, Cam v Rob.
I think from what I've heard, obviously I haven't been in the game anywhere near as long as neither Rob or Cam. But from what I've heard,
That's quite obvious.
First game, first set.
I'd say Rob is the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
I mean, I think Henman now thinks that Nino is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to back your doubles partner, that's for sure.
Thinking of doubles partners, you've had some exciting news from back in Oz.
Yes.
Would you like to tell the audience who you're partnering up with for the Aussie Open in January?
I'll be returning home just before Christmas for university next year. However, timing it well to play in the Australian Open, who I'll be partnering up with Kieran Booth. Should be a bit of fun.
Exciting.
Looking very forward to that. Neither of you boys entering the Oz Open, I presume?
Not this year.
If you want to pay for my flights,
Can't claim I've got the allowance for that.
no, I will not be at the Oz Open this year.
Understandable.
But they have also got the Bathurst Cup in Australia in March.
March, that's
wanna
correct. In Melbourne.
So that will be the UK against Australia, America, and France, I believe.
France, do they have a team?
I don't know.
I'm not too sure. I know in previous years they might have a team. This year,
Yeah, I'm
I don't know.
not sure actually. I think if they could draft a team, then probably. But
I probably know as much as the viewers at home about the Bathurst. I've never been a part of it before, so and I hope to. The team has not been selected this year for
Is it not?
Australia.
do you have some sort of qualification process in Australia for the Bathurst?
This
or-
year, I'm not sure about previous years. This year they're doing a points race where there are certain tournaments in Australia which earn you points. For example, something like the Tasman Open. By playing in that, you might earn 10 points. By making it to next round, potentially 20. Next round, 40. Next round, etc. And so the winner, the more you win, the more you play in, the more points you get. And I don't know how many of the team get selected by that process. However, I haven't been in Australia this year, so I've got a net
Zero.
total of 0 points. However,
I mean, I'm sure you'll be in the team.
not the entire team is being selected through that method.
Was it 5 players or 4 players?
I believe it's 5, but it could be 6 players for all I know.
Yeah, really.
I'm not too certain how it all works, but I think half the team's been selected by the point method, and then the rest potentially on handicap or availability or etc.
Yeah.
And this year I've moved from a 17 handicap down to a 5, so hopefully I'll be qualified enough with 0 points to.
I'm sure you will. Do you know who was in the team last time out?
Actually, I don't. I'm gonna say. Oh, I'm not too sure. I really couldn't say. I know it was in the UK last year at Lords, I believe. However, I
think that was that 100th one, possibly.
Really?
This. I think I remember. Was it? Do you know what? Was it the 100th? It was. Ben is nodding. It was the 100th Bathurst Cup at the famous MCC at Lords. Hey. And the first Ladies Bathurst Cup as well.
Well,
which I think was Great Britain against the rest of the world. I think they draft out a rest of the world team rather than just Oz, America and France.
interesting.
And thinking of MCC, I believe that Melbourne Cricket Club are also thinking about building a court.
That is a rumour that I heard as well. I hope that is the case, because
Which
I mean,
I think
I don't have speedy access to it, living in Tasmania. However, it's a good option to have if I'm ever in Melbourne.
Chase 4 and 5.
But more courts, more members, more recognition for the game, more players, yeah, and hopefully more competition.
Chase 5 and 6.
So,
Games the server.
nothing but positives from me from that.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few courts coming soon. Obviously, you got Sand Valley now open,
It's open now.
I believe.
It's great to hear. Professional, who's
I don't know. I don't think they have one at the moment. I don't know if they're getting one.
it must be in the hiring process, surely.
I'd assume so. Sydney are opening in January, I want to say.
A lot sooner than I would have guessed, I guess.
Yeah. Because I know that
good stuff.
Chris Ronaldson is going out there for
Yes,
3 months, I want to say, maybe 6.
that's an amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A good couple of months at least.
I think at the
2.
very minimum to get it running.
I think to
quite
help get it running and get some
essentially
members in.
essentially to fill up the booking sheet, I think would probably be.
Yeah.
I mean, he's, I guess, the expert.
It's a similar thing that he did to Bordeaux as well, didn't he?
Bordeaux
Yes.
and Bristol.
I mean, if you want a club to be set up, Chris Ronaldson's
wow.
Swedish message, incredible shot from Nino Merola.
Very tight third set as well.
The tricky third set, some would say. Back to the alliteration from the commentators.
Did you learn that while you were at school?
Year 1.
Alliteration.
Alliteration. Oh, big word. Don't ask me to spell it.
Fever leads 40-30. Chase the first gallery. On the chase and the game. 2 games to 1.
Cam takes the lead.
So what time is it now? It's currently just past 8 o'clock in the UK at Queen's Club. I don't know how many people are downstairs watching, but I know there is just us 3 up on this top gallery watching. I don't know about the dead on or the. Oh, here we go. I know.
Got a little replay.
There's a few in the dead on.
We have also got 100 live viewers watching.
100 live viewers. If you're watching, send through some questions.
We are more than happy to answer them if we have the knowledge.
I think us 3 all love a debate.
We do.
Don't we?
I think in the car journey up to Queen's the other day we were talking about conspiracy theories for about an hour.
Maybe we may have to.
I think we better keep our focus on the tennis, boys.
Yeah. Try and think of some tennis conspiracy theories.
Do you boys think Seacourt is haunted?
Yeah.
100%.
Interesting. Interesting.
Max, you've seen a few things, haven't you?
I believe I have. I won't get into it because I think a lot of people have probably heard the stories before.
30-15.
What about you? Well, I know that you're not a big believer in the spirit world, but
No, I can't claim I believe things are haunted. I'm brutally honest, some would say, so I would have no problem being at night at Seacourt on my own. Right, I've got a question for you, lads. Only took me about 20 seconds to think of another one. Best club, or your favourite club, not court.
What
Court is
sort of
irrelevant.
for like
Club.
social.
Just like you come off court,
Chase
Yeah.
the door.
where do you want to be coming off court that moment? Sea court excluded. You don't have access to your home. You got to bring everything with you.
And the game, 3 games to 1.
I mean, New York's pretty cool
New York.
Yeah.
with ice baths, saunas, steam rooms, swimming pool. I mean, you can eat your food in the changing room, like get your hair cut, as I did when we were in New York. That's probably, to be fair, that's probably the best place. Yeah. I mean, you got everything you want there, don't you? Queens is pretty good.
DC's pretty good.
DC's good.
Yeah, DC.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is a good shower.
Philly's good.
Those showers.
The showers,
Wow.
The best showers.
Philly does have the best showers in the world, 100%.
30-15.
It's a good finish for Nino Merola.
I think also,
40-15.
yeah, but DC was good. When we came off court in DC, you could go sit by the pool,
There's a lot of options.
have
You've got a lot of
have some food, go for a swim.
golf simulator.
Wow.
Wow, that's a quick
That is
ball
quick
from
ball.
Nino. From
Yeah, you got the golf
Camden.
simulator.
the air conditioning.
30-40.
Yeah.
DC was top
Yeah,
tier.
Pretty important.
The,
yeah.
UK,
DC
take
summer's
notes.
pretty hot.
Take notes, UK.
Yeah, that's quite a good question actually. Tux is nice in the summer.
It is nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
Swimming pool, go sit by the lake,
They've
do
got a couple of diving boards.
a couple of diving boards, which we couldn't convince Bertie Vallet to do a front flip off or a dive.
I couldn't believe he did a pin drop as an attempt to dive.
There is video footage as well.
There is video
It's a
footage.
shame we cannot share it.
30-40 receiver,
Shit.
second gallery.
We've had a few more comments in the live chat.
Have we?
Mark Edor's not happy with your answer, Max. He's asking about the accommodation at Jesmond.
The accommodation at Jesmond was very good actually. I slept on a very comfortable double air mattress, and that's not a joke, it was very comfortable.
Cam questioning
Although I
if
did
whether his
get-
serve was in or not.
Yeah, although I did
I'm on Cam's side there. I think it was a fault, however. Mark is always right.
He is.
the marker is always right. Yeah, Jesmond was good. I mean, I did have a dog jumping on me at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it was, but apart from that, it was good.
See, you don't need an alarm clock as well.
Yeah, I got bando for that.
Freddie Adams. Hello
Basket
from California.
receiver.
Loving the Ben and Schenker show.
First gallery.
Ben and Schenker's show.
Keep up the great work.
Yeah, it sounds pretty nice being in California. Apart from there's no Readers Court.
No.
Where's California on the map?
America.
Is that the East Coast? East Coast?
Yeah.
East Coast, okay. So it wouldn't be too far from the court, relatively speaking.
Serves advantage.
Bad, it's a bad miss from Camden there.
No.
Is it the East Coast?
Don't know.
The West Coast?
I did ask the question, didn't I?
Okay, well, you may need to improve your geography there.
Well, I mean, yeah. I've never been to California, you know.
Advantage receiver, better than 6.
Max and Ollie, who is the best looking player in the British Open main draw?
The best looking. What, left in or from the beginning? Who said that anyway?
West Coast Ollie is just confirmed. Someone's just confirmed for you.
Don't clip that.
It's a good job you're not going back to school to do geography.
I'm more of a science guy myself. Best looking player.
We'll just say whether they're in or out. Just everyone that made it to the main draw.
I like how smooth the Gona is. Like when he's like,
No, you're
anything
not.
for.
4 games to 1.
There you have it.
Gallery 15 up.
I don't. Was he? What is?
30 up.
Can you elaborate for us?
So smooth.
No, just the way he cuts the ball into a corner. It's
Is that what it
It's
means
quite-
by best looking?
well, yeah,
What, his playing style?
yeah. Well, that's the interpretation that Pridmore's taken.
I think you've taken that the wrong way. So smooth.
What?
I wondered what you were talking about then.
Haven't you seen him hit a cut volley?
Oh my god.
Lead 40 up. Goes the last gallery.
I think they're meaning look-wise.
The man to my right, Will Flynn. No, I don't know.
Game
Drew's
to
nearly
receiver.
taken that one.
5 games to 1.
Cam leading 5-1 in this third set. Come on, Pridmore, you got to answer the question.
Here's another
who's the
question
best
for you
player?
boys.
No, you can't move on. You got to answer the first question first.
How many times have you lads been hit by a tennis ball?
Quite a few.
I mean, you hit me the other day.
Well, you looked at me funny. You know. I've seen Shanks has been tagged up by was it Darren at
Darren
Manchester?
yeah.
Will Flynn, he tagged up Freddie Bristow in DC.
Yeah.
That one was by far the worst I've seen in terms of
Sorry, Freddie.
bruises. Very
That
painful.
was pretty bad.
It's a good finish from Nino. Cam has stormed away in this third set, 5-1.
Well, let's move on from that question.
Right, Max, give us a ghost story.
God.
Sergeant Junior, T. Sergeant Junior, give us a ghost story from Seacourt.
Ghost story.
Seacourt ghost story.
God, that's one of the ghost stories. Alright, playing squash, the viewing gallery. I was hitting a shot and out the corner of my eye I saw a black figure stood at the top, which happened probably 4 times while I was playing, and there was obviously no one stood there, no one in the club.
Interesting.
So yeah, long story short.
I believe.
Do you wear glasses, Max?
Do I wear glasses? No, I don't.
You might want to consider, you know, trying them on.
Yeah, you may want to go back to school for some geography lessons as well. The
40
West
15.
Alright.
Goes 2.
keep the questions coming, viewers.
And this is now set point to the world champ to go 2-1 up.
2 set points. Wow.
He does lose the chase game and the set.
Wasn't the best serve to
No.
beat that chase,
By 2 sets to 1.
but he backed up with a strong volley to get 2 sets to 1. I think a little bit more footwork on that return serve from Nino. Drew has dropped
Launches
his
his pen and I think tries to forget about it.
Great
Shot
change
from
up.
Nino. Have we had any more questions yet?
No, we've got 98 people. Someone must have a question for us.
I mean, everyone's probably still laughing at Primor calling Steve again a very smooth.
Dear.
So the streaming, unfortunately, is out there forever.
Well left, well left.
Mm.
What are your thoughts on leading hazard chases? You know, is obviously specific times where you probably don't want to. For example, match point down, you probably don't want to lead a hazard better than half a yard because, well, it's dangerous stuff. But would you always try and hit one if it's to go for a gallery shot or a...
Generally, yes, I would.
Yeah, I generally go for a gallery shot.
Just improving.
I mean,
if
it's running out to sort of like second, worse than second, I'd probably leave it.
Yep.
We do now have
Some
a
stats.
set 3 summary.
Service
21 minutes
Cam.
that set lasted.
Pretty quick set.
Cam has certainly winning a lot more points from the service end. That set.
However, he is game point down in this first game of the 4th set.
Winning gallery ball.
And Nino slots it into that grill to go 1 love up.
First game, 4th set.
Right. John Spears has said, I am still holding out for the court in Montana that STW announced in the Times last year. Josie has responded. Would Ollie know where Montana is?
I doubt it.
Also,
I doubt it.
that's not a state. It's...
Well done.
Is that a capital?
East or west?
Is that a capital?
What do you mean, is that a capital?
Is that a capital of like a state? State capital? No? Okay.
I don't know, mate.
Oh, okay, well, I can miss the geography. I'm going to go East Coast.
Judging by the laughter behind us,
Yeah, judging by the... Yeah.
I'd ask them.
I'm not going to remember, it's okay.
Well, the answer to that question is no, he doesn't know where Montana is. I mean, at least he knew it was in America.
But
15-14.
not that bad at geography.
I mean, at least you know where all the Sainsbury's are on Hayden for your donuts.
There's only one.
Is there?
It's better than Tesco, that's for sure.
Ollie, just to clear things up for you. Montana is a state.
Oh no.
Canada is the capital
2
of
games to
Montana.
love.
Did you say Canada is the capital?
Helena.
Helena, okay.
So you did get that very wrong.
I knew there was like Massachusetts and
Oh my god. Do you know how many states there are in America?
there are 50. There are 50.
Do you know what the capital of America is?
Yeah. Washington DC.
You know,
Well done. Anyway, Nino is now 2 games to love up in the 4th set, and has just hit a very nice serve.
Great
Oh
pickup.
wow, that's a
Such a
great
pickup.
pickup.
This is some fast moving stuff. Good volley.
Oh, that's well back. Cam turns on it.
Big opportunity for Camden.
Gallery. It's gone down
Cutting
the
into a
line.
forehand corner.
Oh, that's a good rally.
What a rally.
Okay. Josie has informed you that you can also find your favourite black bears in Montana.
You can. We'll let Camden know after the match.
What's the saying about black bears?
Before you try this one. Moving on. Another question for you. Who is the best looking player in the British Open main draw?
No, we've already had
We've already had that question.
We've already had that question, lad. You gotta keep up. Have you
Yeah,
fallen
that-
asleep?
You must remember that. I'm not going to repeat what he said because it will embarrass him again.
I
But
was hoping for
You guys just have misinterpretations, my friends.
I think you
That's
misinterpreted
that's
it.
a good volley from Cam. Punching it through the
It's a
demo.
good change of.
Appreciate you letting me go in, so I know that's still there.
Well, keep your questions coming in because they're very entertaining.
All right.
Pridmore using his brain.
It's rare. It's rare for that.
That's funny.
Nino 2 love up. 30-all.
40-15 Furley.
A very big bull chase, trying to make sure that Cam doesn't have access to these hazard galleries. As I say, he hits into the forehand corner, but
Game
backhand.
server. 1 game to 2.
Cam pulls one back.
1-2. For the viewers at home, as you probably noticed, Cam has got a black racket with black strings. I presume the stream hasn't picked it up, but there's actually on the, I guess Cam's forehand side, there's a little, I guess, circular mark on his strings where he hits his railroad, which is, this shows that he's hitting the same spot off the strings every time for that serve, and how much spin he's putting on it based on, I guess, how much it's
How much wear is on the...
how much it's degrading, absolutely.
I think it's probably also from doing that as well.
Probably.
Just ripping that forehand into a grill.
I usually use the width of the racket for that part, but...
Right. Question coming from Henry Hemman. If you could take one shot from each player's repertoire, what would it be?
I think I'd take Nino's Memoir dead on. Because although Cam has one, he's got a lot more other parts of the game, which... I might take his high serve.
It's pretty good.
Oh, his railroad. His railroad could be good. I'm going to take both his railroad and his high serve. How about
I would
that?
take John Lumley's volley.
2 games all.
Are we talking about this game or?
Oh, I guess we are talking about.
From each player, from each player's repertoire.
Well
So,
read there.
so one shot from Cam, one shot from Nino.
I'd take Nino's Memoir.
Nino's main
Memoir.
on that.
And I'll take Cam's railroad and high serve.
Well,
You can't do that.
Well,
It's one.
I make the rules, lad.
Well, that's not the question.
Well, I mean, it's serving. How about
Josie, we all know that Ollie would want Steve's smooth cut volley.
That is better than mine, that's for sure.
No stroke. Chase the second
Bertie
gallery.
Vallet has entered the live chat.
Second gallery.
Oh no, what has he said?
He just agreed.
Oh, okay.
Bertie, if you have any questions for us as well, feel free to drop them in.
15 on receiver.
I think ball went in the dead on.
Hazard, worse to the yard.
I'm not actually too sure what's just happened there. I presume it was a point. For the viewers at home, what Nino is trying to do with his serve here is ensure that he's giving Cam a volley instead of allowing him to turn on the ball, which Cam would be looking for as the left-hander. So a short serve like that ball, side ball serve, and maybe an underarm twist. All what Nino would be trying to do. Whilst Cam would be, I guess, well, he's got to work with that, but or Cam would just be trying to get to the service end so he can get that that railroad, that high serve. Get those going.
See, Cam still hasn't taken the tracksuits yet.
70, 40 done. Games 1 and 2.
It's unlucky.
Game to the server, 3 games to 2.
Cam leads 3-2 in this 4th
3-2.
set.
3 games for Cam is all he needs to close the match.
It's a great ball by Nino.
Great ball. It's got a relatively reliable force, that's for sure.
That's one thing that he's improved on.
Nino leading 11-5 in the dead on count.
11-5.
15 all.
Nino looking a little bit run down now.
I think he's a bit more disappointed that out of all the balls to not get back. Was that one?
Right. USA geography needs a bit of work.
Who says this?
Freddie Adam.
In my defense,
Says I live in SF and she lives in San Francisco. Where is my closest court and how many miles away?
San
It's a question for you,
Francisco.
it sounds like.
That is on. That's in California, isn't it?
I don't know. Well, geography.
I think that's West Coast.
Game server. Server
Which
leads by 4 games
it's not.
to 2.
Chicago is more west than like DC, but it's also more northern, I think. Is it Aiken? It might be Aiken. I think it's a little bit south. It's more southern. I'm going with Aiken. Aiken, final answer. Lock it in.
Aiken it is.
Is it?
No.
Oh.
I don't know yet. We're waiting for Freddie to respond.
I could have had like a multiple choice and like, you know. Phone a friend.
Well, I mean, you don't exactly have many choices. There's not that many real tennis courts and also court tennis courts in America.
You've got the mileage as well.
Our mileage. As an Australian,
Couple of thousand probably.
Oh, you know it. I'm going to go with, and we're going in kilometres,
Of course.
the metric system. I'm going with 3,500 kilometres. No, we're going with 2,700. 2,700. Are you sure it's on the west coast?
Well, Henry Hemmon has notified us that San Francisco is in California, which is probably why Freddie said hello from California.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I got it right, didn't I? 1-0.
I mean, you said East Coast first, but alright. Do you know whereabouts in England you're staying?
Service advantage.
Nino, very strong force.
I guess that's a no.
Of course I do. Hailing Island.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I'm saying, like, is it
You
north,
north,
east,
east,
southwest?
It's not north. No, of course it's south. South.
Well done.
Kind of south. Well, it's a bit more south central, really, but more southeastern, I'd say, relative to the southwestern point.
Well, at least your England geography is better than your American.
English. Geography, I think you should say. Mr. Truman.
Penalty to receiver.
I mean, he
Second
has
gallery.
got the accent as well, haven't you?
Crikey.
I think that's Australian.
But I thought that's the accent you were referring to.
No,
No, okay.
Your English accent.
pretty good English
5
accent.
games to 2.
Anyway, let's watch this probably final game as Cam goes 5-2 up in the 4th set.
You know, with quite a few dead ends. 12 to 6.
Alistair Curley's not happy with your geography.
Second gallery.
But, you
Some frightening examples of the need for geography lessons.
But I live in Australia, you know, ask me any questions. Where's Billabong Bay? Like, you know. I know where Port Arthur is, you know. And even if you said which one, I know where both of them are.
How many kilometres did you say?
I said 2,700.
It's 2,000 miles.
2,100 miles. So
That's.
that could be
Can we
quite.
get?
That could be quite
My
close.
phone is
if
dead.
you
I'm
convert
gonna have to refer to Max Truman to get the
that conversion rate.
conversion rate, or the ratio. I don't know what they call it. 3,300.
Not far off.
Yeah.
Pretty good going.
First guess was 3,500. I reduced it to 2,700.
I mean, you're only.
That's a win.
What was it? 3,200.
300.
Well, you're only 6,000 miles. No,
Oh,
600
here we
miles
go.
off.
Here we go.
Nino loses that chase 15-all.
Who's your favourite footy player?
My footy team.
Well, you're in England, so
I'm gonna have to say Geelong. Geelong's my football team, and then for the UK listeners,
be careful what you say here.
ooh, I'm gonna go for Liverpool.
You're not staying at my house.
First goal.
So Cam brings up. Oh no, not yet. Was that 30-all?
I think it is a match point.
Not yet.
Good rally.
Cam just pokes it down into that backhand corner, and that brings up the first match point.
First match point. Come on, Nino, you can save it.
It's a fat boast. Oh,
Nino
hot
match
dog.
point. What a rally.
Can't finish it here. What a way to finish.
What a finish.
Great rally to finish there. The world champion fights back from a set down to win 5-6, 6-2, 6-1, 6-2.
Thank
Top effort,
you.
Nino Merola there. It's very,
It's a very good performance.
What time's kick-off tomorrow?
10 o'clock, I believe? Or maybe it's
12 o'clock tomorrow.
We got
Well,
the draw,
it is
so
us.
let's have a gander, shall we?
It is us, Ollie Cribmore.
It is us. Are we
12
first
o'clock.
on?
We are.
Crikey.
Crikey.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
looking
looking at the singles draw.
I think Drew's trying to take a picture. And obviously thank you to all the markers from today.
And thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for.
This has been Max Truman, Will Flynn, and Oliver Pridmore. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Better than Portland's in the end. Good, well, man.